Hello, everyone. So tonight we're giving you a little update on the campaign so far after going mainstream earlier this week. So for those who don't know, my name is Kimberly Isherwood. I am the chair of Public Child Protection Wales. And tonight I'm on my own. I'm part of a small group of mothers who have joined forces to, we've created this organisation. Our main purpose at this moment in time is to fight the Curriculum and Assessment Act 2021. We are seeking a judicial review on this simply because it mandates RSE, relationship and sexuality education, from age 3 to 16 with no parental opt-out. We have massive problems with this. First of all, it's one of 4 mandatory subjects, which is English, Welsh, RVE, religion, values and ethics, RSE, relationship, sexuality and sexuality education. So those are the 4 mandatory subjects our government believe our children need to further them in life and prepare them for adulthood. That's just one point there. A massive issue we have with this is we've been misled. We've been massively misled from day one. So first of all, we were told that we may lose our opt-out, and we were consulted on that. We rejected it in overwhelming numbers on online polls. We rejected it through consultation, and we also submitted a petition against the government, which we did achieve the signatures for. A petition that they removed vital information from, and a petition that they moved the goalpost at the last minute. We made it, we got there, they didn't honour our debate. So that's one issue that we've been misled on. Another massive part is we've been led to believe that this is a wonderful Welsh education written by the practitioners in Wales for the children in Wales. That is a total fabrication. We have evidence that all 4 governments in the UK adopted CSE, Comprehensive Sexuality Education, on the 1st of March 2017. So we are seeking a judicial review to reclaim control over our children's education. Part of this education brings along something called sexual and reproductive rights. Sexual and reproductive rights feature from birth. It's body autonomy, the right to consent to pleasurable feelings. The state can administer medication to a child without your consent. This is going somewhere very sinister. Everyone in the UK, we're all in the same boat, or we're all in the same storm. We're just in a different boat. That is it. We are all headed to the same place. England and Scotland have seen some graphic lesson content over the last 4 years. I think September 2018, this started rolling out there. Here, we've had the legislation. Now, I have got experience of this CSE. I have examined CSE since 2013 when I first came across it. I'm heavily involved in child sex abuse and exploitation, institutional abuse, education policy, very involved in those areas anyway. What I have experienced with this education, what I've witnessed, 2 seconds. Sorry about that, I had to get the door. So as I was saying, what I've witnessed with this education is they tend to bring in this lesson content very, very young. In America, kindergarten. I don't really want to go into the extent of the lesson content right now. I'm just giving you a summary so I can give you an update. What I experience, I see this lesson content coming into schools. I see parents kicking off. They remove certain books and certain pieces of lesson content. Then eventually they legislate, just as they have done in Wales here. But we've had the legislation first. Why have we had the legislation first? This week just proves why, doesn't it? Because the government know if they had introduced this into our classrooms, to our children, Whilst we have full control of the situation, we wouldn't be having this discussion now. They know the parents in Wales would never put up with this kind of thing. With this lesson content, we see the introduction of early childhood masturbation, pleasure, consent, know what feels good, listen to your body. This is from age 3. This is in the documents. You just need to go and read them now. On the Welsh Government website, they are showing you these little drafts and these codes and these little frameworks of what it may look like. That is false. That's misleading you. The publication of those documents is simply because of the pushback from us. When you go back into their documents, you will discover reference to the World Health Organization and reference to UNESCO. When you go onto UNESCO website, you will find quite clearly the Welsh Government documents. You'll also find the UNESCO directing us to Scotland's lesson content. Now in Scotland, they've published 100 lesson plans online, and it is rife there. It is rife. There's 4-year-olds waiting for transgender treatment, and that has risen a good couple of 100% now over the last 4 years. I wouldn't want to put a figure on that. 2 years ago, it risen by 80%. Now it's risen even more again. So we are in a pretty serious situation here. We've got this legislation, what it means for us in Wales. So everyone around the UK, you better listen up, because you're going to be here as well. Well, essentially what that means for us in Wales, we have a hierarchy of rights. Sorry, I'll pop. Sorry about that, my son just come in. So what you'll find is there's a hierarchy of rights, and children's rights override everything. So we got the children's rights, then we got the sexual and reproductive rights, and underneath that we'll have the parental rights. So this is something we need to be concerned about, because what we've seen over the years, we've seen the government criminalizing parents for not being able to maintain a certain level of attendance within the school. So what happens is, if you were not meeting that criteria, the school then refer you to local authority, whether that's the welfare officer, or further again to social services. The same thing is going to happen here. We are not dealing with a single lesson. This is all across the curriculum. In every single lesson, we have got no control over this. It's open to interpretation. We don't know who's going to be teaching it, how they're going to be teaching it, or in which way they teach it. We simply don't know. All we know is what's happening in the other 52 countries under the same framework. It is alarming. It's massively alarming. So I'm going to move on now quickly to what's happened this week. As you know, we've hit mainstream media. We have had fantastic coverage. We've been in the Mail on Sunday. Jeremy Vine picked it up. Some of you might have seen me on Jeremy Vine. Loose Women has picked it up. So we have hit some big names. Some newspapers down in Southeast Wales wrote some fantastic articles, I must say. So we're there. The cat is out of the bag now. We've been working tirelessly over the last couple of months. For 2 years, we've been trying to intercept this. But we've been working tirelessly, more specifically, over the last couple of months. We've split our team down into different groups. There's people working on this that you don't know is working on it. We've had volunteers coming forward. They're taking chunks of work off our hands. It's been incredible. And I just want to give a massive shout out to all those people, you guys out there as well. We haven't been able to be on social media battling this. You guys have been doing it for us. Without you, we couldn't have done it. It's been so busy. The team, we haven't even been able to meet each other all week. We've literally been passing ships. The girls have been doing live interviews. They've never done them before, but they've had no choice because, like I said, the team is split because someone working here, someone working there. But it's gone mainstream now, and we felt a massive shift. A lot of Wales now is starting to realise what is going on. And this is what we've been waiting for. But we can't let this go quiet. We've got to continue this momentum. Because like we said, we're pushing for judicial review. The papers have been served. Okay, so there's a little bit of battling going on behind the scenes. We haven't got a court date yet. What do we expect to happen? We expect to get a decision sometime early May. If that is rejected and we refuse our judicial review, we will immediately apply for an oral hearing. So we've got a coalition of claimants going in. There's a small team. We've got people representing different aspects of this, okay? So it's not one complaint going in. There are a couple of complaints, and each complaint covers a different area. So, like I said, it's going to be a coalition. We can't get there without you guys. We really can't. We need the money. It's going to cost £100,000. That's what we're looking at here. We're up against the government. The government they've got everyone's money. You know, they can pay for whatever they want. So we will be applying to cap the costs on this case, because obviously we are just everyday people. So £100,000 sounds a lot, but it really is just 16 pence per child in Wales. It's not just Wales's fight. This is the UK fight, and we need to set precedents here. You've already had the lessons in England and Scotland, staggering, coming out here, there and everywhere. You've seen the sex survey produced by the Scottish Government. You've seen them starting to filter these questions into our health and wellbeing surveys here in Wales as well. Everything we have predicted over the last 2 years has come true. And now we have to act. We have to act right now. We need to keep this going, guys. We've had lots of people coming forward. What can you do? What can you do? What can you do? Get some coffee mornings going in your area. Coffee morning, coffee hour in the evening. Start meeting people. Start talking about it. This needs to be a hot topic every single day. This cannot be tomorrow's chip wrapper. Our children cannot be tomorrow's chip wrapper. This education is in 52 countries. When it comes in, it never, ever, ever gets overturned. This has been rolling out now for about 20 years in America. It's getting there hard and fast. It's damaging the children. Global reports are being churned out. We've seen some lately, and this is valid at 87% failure. But we've been told it's a wonderful thing. We welcome big meetings, Zoom meetings. We'll come and deliver presentations. Any questions you have, we are happy to answer. Unlike the government, we are transparent. Unlike the government, we want you to have this information yourselves. We want you to read it for yourselves. And unlike the government, we actually quote documents. We don't just palm people off with fluffy words. You'll get told things like this is age appropriate and developmentally appropriate. Challenge it. Challenge it. How can they determine age and developmentally appropriate in a classroom full of children, some with additional needs? There's a big year between the youngest child in our class and the oldest child in our class. If they're mixed classes, there's 2 years between the youngest child in the class and the oldest child in the class. So age appropriate simply does not exist. This is the safeguard we keep hearing, safeguard. This does not safeguard. We've gone into lesson contents, the self-stimulation for the 4-year-olds and 6-year-olds. Again, I'm more than happy to deliver presentations, meetings. Please question us. Please ask us specifically what we do not like, what we do not want, and we will show you in the lesson plans the dangers within them. Now, when we're dealing with something with children, when there's one little issue there that's a bad issue or is slightly dangerous, we scrap the plan and we go back to the drawing board. That is something the government's not prepared to do here. We also hear things like, oh, but this bit ain't that bad, or this bit is okay. Does it matter? Does it matter if 80% of it is wonderful, but 20% is a danger? It's a danger. It's a danger to our children. Lines are being blurred, lines are being crossed, and it's about time we toe this line now. This, as I've said, this has never, ever been overturned, ever in any country. So if we can do it here in Wales, we've done it for the entire UK. We have saved every child in the UK from this. We've protected them from these sinister sexual and reproductive rights. We've protected them from the graphic lesson content. And we are going to fight and push for further safeguarding provisions, better training so this never happens again. So the second this tries to come back through the door, every teacher in the country will be able to spot it and see it for what it is. We're going to do that. We're going to work together to do that. So moving forward, guys, like I said, that we need to raise money. We need to raise funds. We're asking you guys to do it. Do it yourselves, guys. Get in touch. If you're into the fundraising, please contact Lucia. You can contact Lucia through our website, www.publicchildprotectionwales.org, or you can send us a message through the pages. We are a little bit slow picking up messages right now because things have gone insane. And I mean, absolutely insane. We're doing American news stations as well. Obviously, the timing is different there. We're working until really late in the night, up first thing in the morning. So we are really slow picking up the messages right now. The best way to contact us at this moment in time is through emails, because the girls are sitting down and the girls are going through them and they are passing the messages on. If you've asked for a call back and you haven't had a call back, please don't be afraid to chase it up. That's what we're here for, okay? We want to give this information to you. We want you to challenge us because we're telling the truth. We want you to ask any question that you're uncertain of. There is no such thing as a stupid question at this stage. We are talking about our children. We will repeat ourselves and repeat and repeat and repeat and repeat and repeat if it means the information's getting out there. We don't ask you to believe us any more than we're asking you to believe the government. We're asking people to just look at the evidence and judge for yourselves. This is jury service. Look at the evidence we are providing and look at the evidence the government is providing. The government is providing you with words, nothing more than words. They keep saying what we are putting out is misinformation. Ask them, which part is misinformation? They can't say it because it's not misinformation. It's from their documents. Sorry about that. So yeah, this information is their information. It's come from their websites, their documents. We followed their instructions. And this is part of comprehensive sexuality education. It is not welcome in this country. So we're going to have monthly demonstrations outside the Senate every third Saturday of the month. We're just putting this out there now. We're not going to, the first one starts on the 21st of May, and that's what we're going to be dealing with going forward. So those demonstrations will be solely for the RSE. We'll be meeting on the Senate steps at 1 p.m. every third Saturday. We will just speak for about an hour, 90 minutes maximum, and then we're there for you. We're there for you to meet, to greet, to network. We need to build an army now, and we need to come together over this. As I mentioned earlier, we're all in the same storm, just different boats. There is a war against our children, and we need to fight it. Yes, you're fighting it in Scotland. Yes, there are organisations trying to fight it in England, and we're fighting it here in Wales. But we can't do it on our own. We've got an opportunity in Wales. We've got the opportunity. We have filed the paperwork. We are raising the money. We are going for it, and we are going for it hard and fast. But we can't do it on our own. But when you go to war, you don't choose where the war is at. You go where you need to be. And right now, you need to be in Wales. Every child in the UK is counting on Wales. This is the opportunity. Scotland, you will have this opportunity. If you're going in through the same process as us, this opportunity will come for you in about 2 years' time. You've already been having these lessons for 4 years. Look what's happened to your 4-year-olds. Look at the waiting list for treatment for them. What have they been subjected to? Can you really afford to wait another 2 years? I don't think so. This is where we come together and we stamp this out now. This is the final term of the year. The deadline for this is September 2022. When your 3-year-olds go back to school in September, they will be subjected to this. Probably not to the full extent that we are mentioning right now, but mark my words, this will happen. If you don't think this is happening, then you look at the other 52 countries. The government signed the same contract. If they signed for BMW, they are not going to be picking up a Volkswagen. They are going to be driving that BMW into your children's classrooms. If your children are older and they've left school, do not think they are safe. They'll have children one day. What's it going to look like then? So here we are. The war is in Wales. You need to come to Wales. We need to set precedents for the whole of the UK. And you know what? That's Marty. And you know what? We need to make history. That's what this will do. This will also make history. So if we want to put the UK on the map, let's make the UK the safest place in the world to raise children. Because we're not just going to campaign to stop this RSE, we're going to campaign to change things and change things forever. If we've got to write it ourselves and push it through the door ourselves, so be it. We're hearing a lot of, this is what happens when the government has a majority. That is a load of nonsense. Please do not believe the politicians that it's the other party. Because it was the Conservatives that signed this in England. It was SNP that signed this for Scotland. It was Labour who signed this for Wales. It's Plaid who is supporting the trans toolkit. The Conservatives in Wales have objected it, but they've done absolutely nothing about it. Not once will someone at the top change something at the top. A new government is not going to change this. But as people at the bottom, we have got 100% success rate at everything we challenge. The people at the bottom are the only ones that can fix this, and that's our slot. So tomorrow, guys, we will be in Cardiff. We will be outside the Senedd at 12 p.m. We will be supporting the broken children of the UK. The children, our system has failed drastically. And that's where we will be presenting some of our argument. It'll be fantastic to meet you. If you can come down, if you can come and meet us, exchange numbers, this is the opportunity now. This is not a PCP event, but PCP will be there. Lucia will be hosting it. Wonderful, Lucia. So we will have a chance to speak with you. So unlike the PCP ones, we'll have a chance to speak with you, and it will be fantastic to meet you. So I'm just going to leave it there now, but I'm going to just go to the comment section. I've never done this before on my own. I'm doing all right tonight. So comment section, what have we got? Kim, when you beat the Welsh Government, it will snowball around the world. We hope so. We really hope so. Do you know why? Because this is what I say to my team all the time. There's a group of men. This started with one small group of men, and I show them the photo, and I say, see them around that table there. Imagine now they're on the table but there, right there. Are they smarter than us? No. Are they sharper than us? No. Are they better than us? Certainly not. Look at the way they've brought this in. This started with one small group of people. And if that one small group of people was in the same room as us now, would you be scared of them? No, we would not. So do you know what? It started with one small group of people, and it's going to end with one small group of people. Because that one small group of people had people in places that got this through. Guys, we have got manpower. We are the 99%. We are the majority. We are the masses. We need to get out there for our children. This is our children. Our children. Most of the people making decisions on this have no children. No children at all. But they are the ones making decisions on our behalf. Our children are not the property of the state, no matter how much they like to think they are. They are our children. And like someone just said there now, if we can do this, we are the first place in the world that can do it. UK, this is possible. This is absolutely possible. We don't even need a win in the court. We just need the people standing there. And when the people stand up and say, no, enough is enough, that's when this will stop. And that's when PCP can step up and sort things out properly. We'll go in and we'll do the hard work. You just need to be the manpower to get us there, okay? You get us there. You get us there, guys, and I promise you we'll be good as gold, quiet. You won't even hear from us. We'll get the work done, and we'll make these schools safe for our children. We'll get our children the education they deserve. So let's have a look. There's lots of things here. Yeah, Rachel's there. Oh, gosh, there's so many comments. So we got Tommy Freedom, we got Kira, we got Lauren, we got Jax. Love and life, have a nice day. Yes, Stonewall is behind it all. That's another thing, that our court case is going ahead against Stonewall. Stonewall are heavily funded in this country. They get funded per local authority. There's 22 local authorities in Wales. How many local authorities do you have in your country? Plus they get funding from the government. So they are heavily influenced by Stonewall. Stonewall are part of the sex expert panel. But if you notice, guys, if you look at Stonewall studies and you think, Stonewall are right, bring that study to us. Bring it to us and we'll sit down with you. We'll go through it all. We might even do a video on it. We'll show you exactly who they studied. It's usually about 16 people. It's usually about 16 people from the minority. It is never representative of the general population. So yeah, they are doing it there. Oh, they are. Thanks. It was our Rachel, is it? Can we doing all right? Thanks, lovely. TJ Pockets, they want to grind us down. No way will they grind us down. That's the difference with us. I think what they expected was they expected to give us a few boots and now dishearten us and make us go away. But that doesn't work for us. Every time they kick us, we get up. We get up harder, faster. We get excited. This is our children. This is our children. We're going to ride this storm. We're going nowhere. Doesn't matter what they throw at us. We're going nowhere. Do you know what the storm does? The storm strengthens the oak. And do you know what today's about? Now it's time to separate the MDF from the oak, guys. We are the oak. They are the MDF. It's time to get them out. Tommy Freedom's coming tomorrow. Rhiannon. Hi, Rhiannon. Hi, Ryan. Facebook user TJ Pockets. Jade, hi, lovely. Christina. Hi, Christina. Sharon. Catherine. Victoria. Leanne. Jill. Oh, there's so many on there. Heather. Rachel. Emma. Trisha. Guys, thank you all so much for watching. Get this shared out there. Let's keep this momentum going. This is our moment. This is our moment. Our children on the map. Most of our audience hasn't been born yet. I don't think people understand the implications of this. Like I said, our children now have sexual and reproductive rights. The Welsh Government didn't want you to know that. The Welsh Government removed that from our petition and they replaced it with a pro-abortion website. If you don't believe me, I will happily show you the emails where I went ballistic. You know, we made them remove that pro-abortion website, but they wouldn't replace the sexual and reproductive rights. They don't want you to know about the sexual and reproductive rights. Scotland have already started, they've brought these sexual and reproductive rights into the classroom and they are trying to encourage children to exercise their sexual and reproductive rights. They believe in sexual freedom. They promote an underage sex, illegal sex. And don't forget, children under the age of 13 is statutory rape, point blank statutory rape. So Dave Simpson, Lisa. Right, so guys, I don't know if anyone has any questions. Let's have a look at the new comments. Let's go down. People think it's empowering. Oh, I know they think it's empowering. This is why we need to rewrite the training because it's not the teacher's fault. Let's get ours straight now. None of this is the teacher's fault. Yes, we have a massive concern, the level of sex assaults taken in school perpetrated by teachers. Yes, that is a concern. But that's not all teachers. We've got other teachers then. They don't know about this, guys. They've been led up the garden path. Why would they question global frameworks? You know, you trust these global frameworks because you trust they're going to do what's right for your children. But you know what? A lot of the time they don't. They really don't. Who knows what's best for your children? We know what's best for our children. And you know what? We're going to fight to enforce what's best for our children. TJ Pockets, I love last night's Vow Live. Dan asked the ladies my question. The lady was happy and started singing in her seat. It was our Rachel, was it? Yeah? So, yeah, that was actually Rachel and Grace's first live, and they did fantastic. And I want to give a shout out as well to Joan and Sam, who did their first live this week. Everyone is really stepping up. We've got friends of friends helping us with the website. We've got people helping us with the emails. You guys sharing everything, talking about things. You really are helping the situation. Like I said, it's been so busy. So busy, we haven't even been able to communicate with the people that we actually work with. It's just been, I'll do this. Okay, that's coming. I'll do that. As the stuff's come in, whoever's available is just taking it on. It has been absolutely mental. But like I said, we cannot afford to be tomorrow's chip paper at this stage now, right? We have cracked it so far. We are doing it, right? We have this amount of backlash didn't happen in England. It's already happening. Come on, everyone come to Wales. This is our opportunity. Do not think we are ever going to turn our backs on the rest of the UK. This is why we've been traveling around the UK. To our brothers and sisters, we come together on this. These are our children. And guys, you know what? We will do it. We will do this. Whether it's in the court or outside the court, I guarantee you we will do it. And the reason why we will do it is because of the amazing people before us. The people that have done all the work, that's done the research, that's fought this for years, that's lined everything up for us. All we have to do is come behind with force, pick up this incredible work, the evidence, the research, the proof, and the truth, and we drive it forward, right? This ends on our generation, guys, okay? We are the generation to change things, because if we fail, this is the death of innocence. The death of innocence. Sexual and reproductive rights, 3-year-olds. Come on, we shouldn't even be having this discussion. If this education was so wonderful and it was about kindness and health and protecting yourself, why do they have to bring in a law for it? Why do they have to force it? Toby, shut up. My boy is eating, so my dog is whinging. Why do they have to enforce it? Why? Why would they criminalize a parent? A parent would never object to their children learning all these wonderful things. Why do you need a lesson to teach 3-year-olds how to share and how to be kind? You simply don't. You simply don't. And you know what? Like I said, it's not a single lesson. It's incorporated right across the curriculum. There is no control over this moving forward. And your teachers and people in the government, you can say you're part of this until you're blue in the face. And you was part in the producing of this. You took part in the studies. Was you sat on that table on the 1st of March 2017? No, you was not. Do you write for Seekers? No, you do not. Do you work for the Kinsey Institute? No, you do not. Well, let me tell you something now. Do you know what you was involved in? You was involved in the whitewash. Nothing more, nothing less. And that's it. That's the truth. I'm very sorry to tell you that. That's the truth. That's not me saying it. That's me repeating it from the documents produced online, available for you all to read. And if you think I'm lying, go on our website, www.publicchildprotectionwales.org. Please do not believe what you see. You need to prove it wrong, okay? Do not believe anything we show you. Do not believe anything the government shows you. This is your responsibility. These are your children, whether you give birth to them yourself or not, whether they're adopted, whether your nieces or your nephews. We're all responsible for these children, okay? It takes a village to raise a child, a country to keep them safe, and it's going to take unity to remove comprehensive sexuality education. That unity comes from the United Kingdom. We are the United Kingdom, guys, and we are going to drive this forward. What's that? I was told by social services as a controlling mum. Oh, well, if you're in Wales, give me a shout, because you know what? We need to go to town on them, don't we, guys? I'm going to leave it there now. Otherwise, I'm going to be reading your comments all night. I'm so pleased. I'm so pleased that the support we've had this week. Keep it going. And yeah, guys, honestly, the girls are really excited. The girls are really excited with what's going on. But I have another chance to get excited because it's just been, you won't believe how busy it's been. And it's been so busy, I don't even know if I'm going to get a chance to be excited, if I'm just going to have a breakdown and just with being so overwhelmed. It's like we fought for this moment for so long and we're here. I said to the girls earlier, we can do this. And then I thought, hang on a minute. We are doing it. We're actually doing it. Not we can do it. We are doing it. We are doing it. We're getting further than everyone else. We're going to push this forward. And we can't do this without the whole of the UK behind us, all right? Like I said, where's the war at? The war is in Wales. If the war was in Scotland, I'd be with you, cats. If the war was in England, I'd be with you guys. If the war was in Ireland, I would be over there with you guys as well. All right? The war is here right now. Let's do this. Let's wipe it out of the UK and let's show the rest of the world how it's done. Okay? Because what's happened in the rest of the world, they've got off on the wrong foot. And that's why we are different. We had prior knowledge of their campaigns, how and where they failed, because they wasn't fighting the right fight. They wasn't fighting the actual cause of this fight. We are. We are a coalition. We are the platform you can all come to, regardless of race, religion, and sexuality. We are here for you all, okay? We are here for absolutely everyone. Please come to us. We've got one agenda, and that is child protection. Nothing more, nothing less. Thank you all so much for listening. Don't forget, there's plenty you can do, guys. Get in touch. Meet us in Cardiff. We're there tomorrow from 12 p.m. Then going forward, we'll be there every third Saturday from the 21st of May, but that will be from 1 p.m. You can always tell our events, they'll never be before 1 p.m. So yeah, so we'll be there at 1 p.m. Moving forward after that. Guys, I hope to see you all. Keep this momentum up. You guys have been incredible. This couldn't have got here without you, right? And that is a fact. Every single one of you that's done something, we are here because of you, everyone. Okay, this is shared responsibility, and this is going to be a shared achievement as well. We said it from day one. This is the people, not politics. And I've protected this from every politician out there. And boy, we got it. We're doing it, guys. We are doing it. This is a people's movement, and this is grassroots. You couldn't get more down to earth if it was a worm, right? The underdogs are going to come back leading the pack. Good night. God bless. Speak to you all soon, and I hope to see you all soon. Thanks for watching, everyone.